Hi guys, so I wanna give an update about my health and fitness journey. This is actually why I started YouTube in the first place, was to share my journey in terms of managing my autoimmune. And of course, those of you who followed me on YouTube, you would know that I started out talking about how I have been on the keto diet for almost 6-7 years prior to me starting a pure carnivore diet for almost 5 years. And things have changed quite a bit. I have kind of stepped out from talking about what I eat, how I exercise, is because I realized that it's not that I'm not passionate about it, but because I was still trying to experiment and figure things out. I didn't want to be that person to talk about certain things that in the end is going to give people the impression that everything is like fine for me, because it's still a therefore some people can take it for what it is and then just follow the things that I do and then end up them not being able to fix their own health, because not everybody's advice or routine is going to work the exact same way. At least what I've learned is that I've gotten a lot of inspiration and insights from the gurus out there, from people who are, keto experts, doctors who are talking about carnivore diet. And at the end of the day, I think we all share something that are similar. If you're already watching my video, is that we want to feel our best. We want to have quality of life. It's just these two things, right? So some people will go to the extent of, doing certain things in order to feel that way. But I think for me, it's that for my journey, is because I'm so sick and tired of medication, going to see conventional doctors, and because things weren't working out for me since I had the issues when I was really young. I have always been in that pursuit of wanting to find out, can I feel my best without relying on all these drugs and medication and seeing doctors? I decided to empower myself with all this knowledge and had the courage to go and try a lot of things that I wish that I knew a little bit better before I went to it, but some has really put me in a place where I'm so much better than I was in my early 20s. So this is going to be a few part series. I'm not going to do like a full length, like 1 or 2 hours video talking about my journey, but this at least gives an update for those of you who are still following me and you came to know me because of the carnivore diet and even my fitness regime, which I don't even post and I don't even really talk about it so much on my Instagram now because I have different focuses in my life. I am still doing it very actively. It is part of my regime, my routine, but I don't feel the need of wanting everybody to know that this is something that I'm still doing. Which then leads to, why am I doing this video? It's because I've gotten messages where people are asking me, so what are you doing now? This person is still doing a carnivore diet and this person is saying that. I felt responsible in a way where, because I've put out messages, I have put out content about it and probably has influenced some people to do. So I wanted to address some of it today and give an update. So today's is going to be more about the why I'm on a strict elimination, why I went on this journey wanting to pursue better health. This all stemmed from the fact that when I was younger, I had asthma and I didn't know what was autoimmune. I just know that I have that series of allergies: asthma, sinuses, rashes, eczema, hives. It's like that whole cluster of things that are related. I didn't know that, at least this is what the research is saying, right? This could be autoimmune. I didn't go to any doctor and for them to double verify me and say that I have autoimmune. I probably have identified it because I think it works better in my head knowing what it is so that I can try to find a way to work around it. Growing up, my parents are doing their very best to take care of me, but they're also working at the same time trying to keep us. And so it's not the easiest for them, and I don't expect them to know all this nutritional information. And back then, we were being lied to, anyways, with the food pyramid. Not that we know so much of it until today, where science is able to clarify a few things that we didn't know. decades or 2 decades ago. And so I think I had to go through the part where, trying different medication, going with the conventional advice of like doctors knows it best, so might as well just follow what they say. And then little did I know that doctors don't really know about nutrition, and nobody ever spoke about the fact that it's the food that you eat that you have no awareness about. And therefore, it becomes something that it slipped by. It's an unconscious thing. We eat the things that we eat because everybody else is doing it. Nobody really knows. There are no people talking about it. So we just unaware. I think back then that was me. And I did a lot of research. I was an internet kid. I had all the access and was doing my research, and I was following blindly some of the things on magazine that I shouldn't be following. But anyways, that led me into being a bit more health conscious. I just know that when I was a kid, I didn't feel my best, and I want to do something in order to change that. So I remember when I was in primary school, I would have a UTI and then not drinking enough water, feeling really dehydrated. I couldn't concentrate in the school because I was just not feeling 100%. There's always something that I could have this pain, I could have this discomfort. So it's always battling with some physical discomfort that I have, which has probably programmed me in some sense, which is why I became very health conscious. Fast forward to my 20s, I must say that I was around bad influence, but I didn't regret any of those things, because if it wasn't for those situations, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't have certain wisdom in life. And some of my early years in my 20s, I was doing a lot of things that I shouldn't be doing. I was smoking, I wasn't eating the best, I was under eating. And therefore, I think looking back at some of my photos, it's funny because back then you thought that you look fine, but then as you grow older and then you look back, I don't know if this happens to any of you, right? It's that you start to look back, you're like, yeah, I thought I was healthy, but I wasn't. It's those kind of moments where you realize, okay, my lifestyle has a lot to do with it. So in my early 20s, I really maximized myself. I didn't sleep on time. I didn't have enough sleep. I was really abusing my early energy, like going to bed at a.m. and waking up at 5 p.m. and only having dinner and smoking. But one thing for sure is that I never drank. Alcohol just doesn't work on me. Like the moment I taste a little bit of alcohol, I would actually have histamine and that kind of reaction, and my whole body would turn red, and I'll have hives all over for a few days, and just never a alcoholic person. So I'm actually very blessed because of this.